What's up everybody, Sabra here. Today I wanted to show you this painting I did by the lake, but also talk to you about preparatory sketches, how regardless of what creative field you're in, a low pressure trial run can really help you iron out the problems before you dig in earnest. So let's go out there and see how it went down. I found this beautiful spot by the lake and was really attracted to this tree overhanging the water. Once I set up my easel, I was getting ready and positioned to start the art process. I'm painting on an 8x10 canvas panel. Now you'll notice here when I do my preparatory sketch, I'm actually starting much smaller than the page itself. And that's because I'm not too concerned with this turning out as a finished piece of artwork. What I'm really focusing on is trying to get the darks and lights to try and find all the problems I'll have in my tonal values. You'll see here as I start the painting, I'm basically referencing that sketch as I go along, looking for the dark areas and the light areas, trying to make all those things line up. I'm being really cautious as I lay in my colors to make sure that everything is lighter in value the farther away it is from me. This is a tenet of atmospheric perspective, and that's also something that I worked out in my sketch. So regardless of whether you're a musician, whether you're doing visual arts, dancing, writing, I think that there's an element of performance that you need to do a practice trial run that's maybe just for yourself, that helps you kind of wrap your mind around it before the stakes get high and you're actually in the middle of your project. As I'm going along here, I was really confident in the process, especially because of that sketch at the beginning, only to realize that I kind of got ahead of myself by painting some of the leaves and grasses in the foreground on top of the lake before I added that in. So even if you do a preparatory sketch, sometimes there's still problems that you have to iron out in that process. But I was definitely positioned to be much more confident as I went forward, to feel like, oh, I can fix this in the middle of the situation because I had done that sketch. And I'm just painting in the hints of some waves and some water. I'm going back in to put sky color back into the trees because whenever you look at a tree, it's not a solid object, but light from the sky falls through it. And I wanted to make sure I got that sense of depth. Now that the water's finished, I can go back in with some of those darker greens to show the grasses and the leaves that are right in front of me, and it really gives the picture a sense of depth. I just want to encourage you, whatever art discipline you're doing, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's baking, find some way to practice for yourself that you can do it in a low pressure situation that essentially doesn't matter, that'll help you iron out the problems before you get started. Leave a comment below. What are some ways that you practice this in your own creativity? Like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Remember, you have a voice that matters. Stay creative, and I'll see you next time.